Welcome back, guys. Another Only the Strong education series here. Today the topic, really simple, 3 reasons why your squat sucks. This is a continuation from last week's series where we talked about the bench press. I'll put it right here so you can check that out. Let's get right into it, because there's a lot to talk about today. So, first reason, guys, get your pecs in check. So I see all these people trying to barbell back squat, and it's the king of the compound lifts, and everyone is posting about their back squats and so on and so forth. And so many people are either not able to do it correctly or comfortably, or hitting plateaus, and they're not understanding why. One of the big areas you can start with, guys, is what your mobility looks like. So a real interesting facet of the barbell back squat is that in order to do a barbell back squat, you actually have to be able to sit it comfortably on your back. So if you find that it's hard for you to get your shoulders back into a set posture, that could be a good inclination that particularly the anterior portion of your body might be limiting. So if your pecs, particularly your pec major minor, is super duper tight, that is a red flag and warning sign for you, because if you aren't able to set that bar on your back comfortably, guys, you won't be able to move in a vertical plane with comfort either, therefore always limiting your output in terms of the end result of your lifts. So first things first, mobilize your pecs and then re-rack and see how you feel in terms of moving that weight, and I think you're going to definitely see an absolute change. Number 2, I ain't got no type. So if this is you, this is not a good thing. When you are squatting, guys, it's not as simple as just walking in the gym, going in the rack, getting under the rack, standing up and just going up and down, and all of a sudden you're going to squat 300 pounds. Doesn't work that way. Understand, squat is as much about technique as it is about strength. Probably even more as you get stronger and stronger, or as your lifts get bigger and bigger. There is a type of squat that you must understand whether or not you have. Whether that's a low bar, whether that's a high bar, whether that's a hybrid. If you've never heard of these understandings, you've never heard of these types, guys, research them. It will help you in the long run to understand what is going on and what type of squatter you are. What are the differences? It could be anything from lever length. It could be anything from core activation. It could be anything from anterior or posterior dominance. It could be anything from where you like to lay the bar naturally. A lot of people are blending types, so they're mixing a low bar stance with a high bar hand placement, or a hybrid stance with a low bar hand placement, and they have no clue. Then they're wondering why, when they start to get into that PR place, that place where they're hitting that 1 rep max and they're really shaking, they're wondering why they don't have the confidence to get in and out of the movement. The reality is, sometimes it's not always good to study the weight. Sometimes you have to study your craft. Understand your movement and you will see yourself excel. Last thing, you are not vain enough. Guys, I can tell you this, and I'll tell you this 1,000 times. You need to record your squats. If you aren't recording your movements, you're not going to know how you're going to move. How are you possibly going to critique yourself? Or are you going to do one of those squatting and looking in the mirror? You see that stuff happening at the gym all the time. How ridiculous do those people look? They look outrageous. If you seriously want to see how you are moving, not just from a mechanical standpoint, but from just an effort standpoint, record your movements and you will see a much more progressive way as to how to kind of break down your technique. There's a few apps you can use out there that are very efficient for doing this as well. Make sure that you get all angles of your movement. You can really get a lot from that recording process, and it can turn your squat around tenfold. The best critique of yourself is you, because you know how the weight feels, how it's moving, how you look, and now if you can get yourself from a 360 angle, you will see massive, massive, massive changes in your squat progression. So once again, to take it from the top, get your pecs in check. If you are noticing that it's hard for you to lay the bar across your back comfortably, open up, mobilize your shoulders, mobilize your pecs, your triceps, your biceps before you get into the squat position. Next, I ain't got no type. Understand what kind of squat type you are. If you don't know your squat type, guys, you've already lost. Don't even bother. Next, you aren't vain enough. Record yourself. Have progress videos, have comparison videos. The more that you can visualize, the more you can see, it's another opportunity to coach the most important person in the lift, and that is you. Once again, it's been another Only the Strong education series. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. We're going to see you on Wednesday for our vlog. Have a great day.